Naresh Bhatt is behind bars, not only accused of hiding the body of his missing wife, but also now suspected of killing her too.
Yeah, it's been very terrible time, like we are just, like my baby and then myself, we are just waiting minute and second, every minute and second, just waiting like to get the, I don't know how to explain.
There's some people out there on social media saying that she is, but I don't believe she's alive at this point.
Now, his wife's body still hasn't been found, but the police chief presumes she is dead. The search, though, still continues.
An emergency visa has been granted so that Mamta's family can come to the United States to care for her, for the couple's one-year-old daughter, rather. As Nick reported, the child is in the care of social services right now.
The last day she posted a video, though, was July 28th, which is also the last day police believe she was seen before, at some point they believe, she was killed by her husband.
That opportunity hasn't presented itself yet, but it's still there. I know that I would have a lot of people willing to help if that was the case.
In July 2024, Mamta Kafle Bhatt, a 28-year-old nurse who cared for children, disappeared. Mamta was loved by her patients, their families, and her own friends and family. Everyone who knew her described her as kind, caring, and dedicated to her work and loved ones. Mamta was married to Naresh Bhatt, a former soldier in the U.S. Army. They lived together in a small, cozy house in Manassas Park, Virginia. To outsiders, their life seemed happy and perfect. But behind closed doors, things were different. Neighbors sometimes heard them arguing, and Mamta had told her close friend about her worries regarding Naresh's behavior. When Mamta didn't show up for work and didn't answer her phone, her colleagues and family members became very worried. It was not like her to disappear without letting anyone know. They reported her missing to the police, who immediately started an investigation. The police soon found a crucial piece of evidence. They discovered bloodstains in Mamta and Naresh's home. The blood matched Mamta's DNA, which made the police even more concerned about her safety. Because of this evidence, the police arrested Naresh Bhatt and charged him with murder and defiling a dead body. Naresh, however, said he was innocent. He claimed that Mamta had left after an argument and that the blood was from an unrelated accident. Despite his claims, the evidence against him seemed strong. The court case against Naresh was very difficult because the police had not found Mamta's body. This made it hard to prove that she had been killed. Naresh's defense lawyer argued that without a body, there was no proof that Mamta was dead. They suggested that Mamta could be hiding somewhere, possibly because she was afraid or someone was threatening her. During the trial, many people came forward to talk about Mamta. Her friends and family described her as a loving and caring person who deeply loved her job and her family. They found it hard to believe that she would just leave without saying anything to anyone. Their testimonies helped paint a picture of Mamta's strong connections to her community and her character. The prosecution, the lawyers trying to prove Naresh's guilt, presented evidence of the bloodstains and pointed out the inconsistencies in Naresh's statements. They argued that Mamta's disappearance was the tragic result of domestic abuse. On the other hand, the defense lawyers, who were trying to prove Naresh's innocence, focused on the fact that there was no body and questioned the reliability of the forensic evidence. They urged the jury to consider the possibility of reasonable doubt. Throughout the trial, Mamta's family remained hopeful. They made public appeals, asking anyone with information about Mamta's whereabouts to come forward. These appeals were filled with deep love and concern for Mamta. They were determined to find her and to see justice served. The community also showed immense support for Mamta's family. They held candlelight vigils and organized social media campaigns to spread awareness about her disappearance. This outpouring of support showed how much Mamta had touched the lives of those around her and the collective desire to find answers. Despite the challenges, the search for Mamta continued. Volunteers and law enforcement officials worked tirelessly to follow up on any leads that could help locate her. Mamta's family and friends held on to hope that they would eventually find her and uncover the truth behind her disappearance. The case of Mamta Kafle Bhatt is a reminder of how fragile life can be and how strong a community can become in the face of adversity. It highlights the difficulties faced by families of missing persons and the complexities involved in seeking justice when crucial evidence is missing. Mamta's story continues to leave a lasting impact on those who knew and loved her, as well as on a community united by the quest for answers and justice. Mamta's disappearance has left a deep void in the hearts of her loved ones. Her patients, who were used to her gentle care and warm smile, were left wondering where their beloved nurse had gone. Her family, unable to accept the possibility of losing her forever, clung to every bit of hope that she might still be found. The uncertainty and pain of not knowing what happened to Mamta weighed heavily on everyone who knew her. As the days turned into weeks and then months, the community's support never wavered. Neighbors, friends, and even strangers joined together to search for Mamta. They organized search parties, distributed flyers, and used social media to spread the word. The bond that formed between the community members was a testament to the impact Mamta had on those around her. While the legal proceedings continued, the community's focus remained on finding Mamta. The trial brought many emotional moments, as Mamta's family shared their memories of her and expressed their unwavering hope that she would be found. The courtroom was filled with tears and determination as they recounted stories of Mamta's kindness and dedication. The prosecution worked hard to build their case against Naresh, presenting evidence and witnesses to support their claims. They highlighted the bloodstains found in the home and the inconsistencies in Naresh's statements. They argued that Mamta's disappearance was the tragic result of ongoing domestic abuse. The defense, however, focused on the lack of a body and questioned the reliability of the forensic evidence. They urged the jury to consider the possibility that Mamta was still alive and in hiding. Despite the challenges, Mamta's family and friends never lost hope. They continued to make public appeals, reaching out to anyone who might have information about Mamta's whereabouts. Their determination and love for Mamta were evident in every plea they made. The community's support remained strong, as candlelight vigils and social media campaigns continued to raise awareness about Mamta's disappearance. As the search for Mamta stretched on, the community's bond grew even stronger. People from all walks of life came together, united by a common goal: to find Mamta and bring her home. The search efforts extended beyond the town, with volunteers and law enforcement officials working tirelessly to follow up on every lead. The dedication and perseverance of those involved in the search were a testament to the impact Mamta had on their lives. In the end, the search for Mamta is about more than finding answers. It's about honoring her memory and the love she shared with those around her. Mamta's legacy lives on in the hearts of her family, friends, and patients. Her story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, hope and community can shine a light.